Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and things have been so busy on both Global and JP that I haven't even gotten a chance to really rainbow all of the Dragon Ball Heroes units yet. So today we're going to go ahead and rainbow VEGEKS, or VEGEKS, not really sure how to pronounce his name. This is the POTARA fusion of Vegeta and Trunks. Now, as of right now, it's just, base form, right? But, eventually, I don't even know if there is a Super Saiyan version of this guy yet in Dragon Ball Heroes. I'm sure all that stuff will be coming way later, and it'll be insane, right? But this guy is a nice unit added to Dokkan. He does stack defense, so he'll be good for the Goku event. And then he also is a POTARA fusion, so he's an extra unit for that team, which is really good, right? Because POTARA just is not a very large team, and it doesn't get buffs very often, although Super Vegito is about to get his EZA, and he's about to jump up to 19,000 attack almost. Yeah, Vegito is going to be third on this list with highest attack. He's going to be above LR Super Vegito, actually, so it's going to be very cool to see that guy retake his throne. But here's the POTARA team. Again, not very many units here at all, so anything added to this is a nice benefit to everyone. Alright guys, so we're starting out on the Time Traveler team. VEGEKS, of course, is on 3 category teams: POTARA, Time Traveler, and the Dragon Ball Hero team. Time Travelers, of course, is kind of like, I mean, you could almost call it the real Dragon Ball Hero team, because that's the one that's got, units like Super Saiyan 3 Bardock in it and Super Saiyan 3 Broly, and it's like, yeah, maybe, like, Mass Saiyan was from Dragon Ball Online first and stuff like that, but still, I feel like he should have been in the... I do like that super attack animation a lot, though, but still, I just feel like a lot of these units should have been in the Heroes category as well, because, like, you see Mass Saiyan, and it's like, duh, like... Dragon Ball Heroes is what, like, I associate this man with, but I don't know. I guess that's just me. We'll see what the Heroes category is going to look like in the future. I mean, I have to imagine that there are going to be Dokkan Festival exclusives for the Dragon Ball Heroes category. Otherwise, there's no point to it, right? And I also have to imagine that the Heroes units will eventually be added to the normal banner pool, because now, I mean, we're talking about like 40 summonable units or something like that, like, or however many there are exactly. I mean, there's a lot now. There's a lot of Dragon Ball Heroes summonable units, and, especially you look at like Global, and it's going to be real tough if you're a Global player to pull a lot of these guys. I mean, because, like, a lot of them are like, because, okay, so the Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission banner was exactly the same on Global and JP, despite the fact that many of those units had never even been out on Global, right? Many of them were, unfeatured, 3% unfeatured rate, and you couldn't even really get them. So I presume that the next Heroes banner, the one with Cumber and Golden Cooler and Fu on it, is going to be exactly the same, right? Where it's going to be unchanged. So it's going to be very curious to see. So... VEGEKS, by the way, a lot of his links are based around, like, Saiyan and Infusion stuff, right? So he's got, like, Fused Fighter, Shocking Speed, Power Bestowed by God. Then he's got, like, Royal Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race. So, like, really, I mean, his links... I almost kind of want to say they suck a little bit, because this man is just like, it's so many key links, right? Like Royal Lineage, Saiyan Lineage, Fused Fighter, Shocking Speed. Like, they could have gotten rid of like Saiyan Lineage and given him like experienced fighters or something. Like, it might have helped him out a little bit, but it is what it is. Now, one other thing about this guy, remember, he does stack defense. He gets a 70% attack and defensive buff on super attack. So what's interesting is he's at 75k defense right here. That's without his defensive buff. So his defense is already going to be very, very high. And then every time he does a super attack, he actually gains a 7% chance to crit, up to a max of 35% from his passive. So if you guys check, the fact that he stacks defense plus he gets crit from his passive, I went ahead and gave this dude full additionals for sure, right? And then the last thing he does is if the enemy is in the attack down or defensive down status, he actually does get, actually, you know what? Because Cooler, well, no, Cooler stacks attack, never mind, okay, but, VEGEKS, if the enemy is in attack down or defensive down, VEGEKS will actually do a double super attack. Now, okay, so he's up to 1 million right there with Golden Cooler and Mai as support on the rotation. But that's going to be really relevant in the Legendary Goku event. I'm going to do a video taking this guy into the Legendary Goku event. And while we're in there, you know, I'll probably use like Zamasu on the team or something like that, right? And Zamasu will be lowering Goku's defense, and that's going to allow VEGEKS to get double super attacks. And then, you know, he's getting like multiple supers, and he's going to be stacking his defense multiple times. He's going to be one of the better options probably for the Legendary Goku event for that reason, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I just hopped into the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock boss fight here because I feel like I haven't done this one in quite a while. I try and bounce around between the different Dokkan events as much as possible. I don't really do Dokkan event fights so from like before the category leaders started. I mean, even some of these guys, like you can see the general increase in power. Like even like Bardock, like we're just, you know, his defense is like so low. Like we just incinerate this man, right? We're like burning through the event so fast. Okay, so does that Vegeta has Saiyan Warrior Race. Okay, so this is good. This is going to be a much better attack stat for our boy VEGEKS right here. And then, of course, my, you know, 40% support for time travelers. I mean, man, we really got to get those types of units for all the categories. Like, if we could get one for full power, Android/Cell Saga team, Planet Namek Saga team, like these, you know, Namekian, like these buff these teams so much. So 1.14, a decent attack stat. And I really do like that super attack, man. That looks very stylish. That's nice. Like, it's not exactly, you know, on the level of, like, Cooler or something like that, but it still does look pretty good. All right, guys, so now we're over here on the POTARA team. This, you know, is basically going to be where VEGEKS, I don't know if this will be his best team, because, I mean, Heroes is probably where he's most needed, right? I don't know. I mean, POTARA has such a limited roster as well, but over here, of course, with the Supremo Pie of Time, I mean, any team she's on, Realm of Gods, POTARA, Heroes, Time Travelers, I mean, she is just a very impressive support type unit, right? Like she's just always going to be good, no matter what now. You know, she gives such a high buff. She gives crit chance. She gives ki. She's just so good. Massively raising defense. They really did good with the Supremo Pie of Time. And then here we go. This is one of the last videos with AGL Vegito before that Easy A, boy. Whew! Man, so now things get very interesting too, right? Because, so AGL Vegito is getting his Easy A literally in like 2 days from the time I'm recording this. This will probably go up with Vegito already having his Easy A. Then in Blue, Vegeta, like, should be for sure the next Easy A, right? But then after that, I mean, are they going to go to Rage Trunks and merge Zamasu and Physical Vegito Blue and Rosé? Or are they going to switch it up and do, like, a couple of old unit Easy A's first? Or what? How exactly are they going to do that? I think that's going to be very, very interesting to see, you know, what exactly is going to happen with a lot of these units. I'm not even really too sure. Okay, so this is the exact rotation we want right here. We got Tech Vegito, Tech Vegito is still pretty good, by the way, even in this day and age. I do think, again, you know, he's probably the best base form Vegito right now. The AGL one from the World Tournament won't be too bad after his Awakening, which is probably coming up, not this next tournament, but probably the tournament after. Also, you know, I think transforming, like, base form Vegito into Super Saiyan Vegito is something we will almost definitely see, right? So, yeah, 1.28, I'll take that. And again, you know, if we have the enemy attack or defense lowered, he'll do a second super attack. You know, he's stacking defense. This guy's a nice little unit. I mean, he's going to be really, really good. Oh, look at that. Nothing. No damage whatsoever. He is going to be really, really good if he ever gets a Dokkan Awakening, right? Which, you know, I'm sure he will, but, you know, who knows when, right? Because, like, you know, the Xeno Super Saiyan 3s and the Supremo Pie of Time got their awakenings, but several other units that came out along with them, you know, such as Super Mira and, you know, the Demon Demigra and, like, Black Mask Saiyan and Dark Mask King, you know, they did not get Dokkan Awakenings. So, you know, we'll see when they might get their Dokkan Awakenings. We'll see if Heroes is going to get Dokkan Festival exclusive. I'm still hoping so, but, you know, you never know exactly what's going to happen, right? So I figure we'll get one more rotation by our boy VEGEKS or VEGEKS, whatever, however you want to say it. And then we'll probably finish up. Okay, so we definitely want to get a super attack for sure with Tech Vegito for a little bit of the extra attack buff. And then Easy A Physical Goku Black, of course, very, very strong going up against a Goku family category enemy. Ooh, this is going to hurt Tech Vegito. Nah, we're not going to die here, are we? We're probably going to take a lot of damage, though. Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay. I guess I was underrating Tech Vegito a little bit. Or maybe I'm used to that Android 13 boss fight now. Maybe Android 13 just hits ridiculously hard. That might be it. Because he does Super U usually for 200k. Like neutral, basically. So there he is, just under 1 million. Yeah, VEGEKS, I mean, I like his super attack. I like his defensive stacking. Pretty much all of his abilities. I'm a big fan of this VEGEKS unit. A good buff for POTARA. And we also got some other fusion units. Fusion and POTARA. You know, again, maybe a lot of people aren't going to agree with me, but I think both of those teams do need buffs. Because there's so few units on these teams, right? Fusion and POTARA. Because, you know, they stupidly wanted to separate them. You know, that's the other thing. Like, I mean, if they're going to add all the Dragon Ball Heroes units in, I guess it's okay. But, like, you know, it is still kind of dumb, I guess, that they're separated. I think if they would, Dokkan just levels with us and adds the fusions, the pure Saiyans. I think everyone will be okay with that, with how everything has turned out, though. That's kind of like the one thing. Like, give us Vegito and Gogeta and Kefla, put them on the pure Saiyan team, and we'll call it square, Dokkan, all right? That's all we got to do. Because, listen, they showed that they're willing to add stuff to categories. Doug, put the fusions in pure Saiyan. Pure Saiyans is not, like... It's already insane. Like, it's not like it's like, oh, now it's even more insane. Like, no, like, I mean, sure, maybe when LR Blue Gogeta drops and, like, a new LR Vegito Blue, I guess, but still, like, come on. Alright, guys, so this is father and son fused warrior VEGEKS Xeno. His leader skill is STR type key 2 and 60% of stats, so obviously that's, like, you know, fodder. A lot of the heroes units are obviously not intended to be leader-type units, right? You know, so I don't know. I mean, I suppose, you know, if you're like a new JP player or something like that, you could definitely find some value in some of these heroes units' leader skills for Dokkan Battlefield. His super attack is the Burning Impact, which stacks defense and does supreme damage to the enemy. Y'all know I love my defensive stacking characters, especially when they have multiple super attacks built in. And they have pretty good stats as well. I mean, this guy has 9,000 defense. I mean, for a banner unit, I feel like that's solid. And 14,000 attack. Like, his stats are okay. They're not too bad. His passive skill, Vegeta and Trunks' power, gives him 70% attack and defense from performing a super attack. So he's going to have good defense, but, you know, maybe having him in the first slot won't be the best idea, depending upon the situation. Then he gets a chance of performing a crit plus 7% with every super attack performed up to a max of 35%. I do really like that, because that, especially with him stacking defense, that really makes it easy for him to just dump all of the hidden potential into his additional and, like, try and let him rock like that. And then, you know, if he is getting the additional supers, it's even building his crit chance up faster. So, you know, it's like twice as good. So I really do like giving this guy additional. He does appear to be built in that direction, right? Then he does launch an additional super attack when the target enemy is in attack down or defensive down status. So we're definitely going to take this guy into the Legendary Goku event. Y'all know how I roll. Probably going to do it on the POTARA team. I'll make sure to probably have maybe like AGL Zamasu on the team. I might run like a rotation of Int Goku Black and AGL Zamasu, and then that way AGL Zamasu can be lowering Goku's defense, keeping his defense lowered, and then VEGEKS is going to be double supering every single turn, and then that is going to cause this guy to have just like an insane defensive stat. Like, if you really can keep that combo going like the entire way through the event, I'm sure by the time you get to Int UI Goku, this guy might take double-digit damage even from Int UI Goku's super attacks. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. His links are Saiyan Warrior Race, the Saiyan Lineage, Royal Lineage, Shocking Speed, Fuse Fighter, and Power Bestowed by God. So, you know, I'm definitely like a fan of the links that I'm seeing right there. I mean, I guess, I don't know. He does have too many key links. Like, I guess, like, Royal Lineage, sure, I guess I understand. You know, this guy could be in the Vegeta family category. He really could. I mean, I'm just saying, right? Like, every other fusion is kind of like a combo of the families, but, like, this guy, like, if they're going to give him Royal Lineage, which, you know, like, every Vegeta and Trunks has, right? That's basically the Vegeta family link. I don't know. Maybe we could, you know, put VEGEKS on the friggin' Vegeta family category team. I think that would be okay. All right. His 12 key multiplier is 130%. That's pretty bad, actually. For like a new unit that just came out, yeah, that is quite awful. A little bizarre there. And then VEGEKS is on 3 category teams. So first team he's on is POTARA. Again, very happy about a buff to POTARA. I mean, look how few buffs it's gotten this year, right? All we've had is SCR Goku Black, who's a good support type unit, but, you know, for Time Traveler and Future. We got Zamasu and Gowasu, which are good units. Then we got the Awakening for Candy Vegito, and then Supremo Pie of Time, and then VEGEKS. That's it for POTARA in this calendar year. I mean, then again, you give it like 3 weeks, and we might have an LR Dokkan Fest Vegito added to the team. That'll be big. And then, obviously, AGL Vegito is about to get his EZA as well, which is going to be a major, major buff to this team for sure. Then over here, we have the Time Traveler team that VEGEKS is a part of. That Trunks, I really wish I had that Trunks Rainbow Boy. Whew. I've really thought about hopping back into that Android 13 banner, but, like, I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least 2 LR banners in December, so I might just wait, and then, because here's what'll happen. I'll dump, let's say it takes me 2,000 stones to pull the other 4 copies of this Trunks, right? That would be pretty good, honestly, if I did that. I don't know. But then, you know, let's say LR Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku comes out in 2 weeks, and then I pull, like, multiple copies of this Trunks while going for him. Like, it's just such a waste of stones, right? So, definitely not going to try and go for that. But Time Traveler team, fantastic, right? Lots of power there. Then he's also here on the Dragon Ball Heroes team, which, you know, is good, but it definitely does need, like, an LR or a Dokkan Festival exclusive level character here to really bring it over the top. You know, Golden Cooler, Fu, Cumber, the Xeno Super Saiyan 3, Supremo Pie of Time. You got some really solid characters there, but it does need a top tier, like, you know, top 20 character in the game option needs to be added to that category for sure. But there's VEGEKS. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.